Today we're going to be drawing simple people and making them recognizable, finding the essence of people either from photos or perhaps people you know. So I'm going to dive straight in and show you these ideas. So a little while ago, a few videos ago, and also in the past, I've demonstrated how to draw really simple people. And the idea here is we take some shapes. So we've got some head shapes, which are kind of circles with a flat bit for the face, and where that flat bit is tells us where the person is looking. So they're all looking down. Why don't we have someone looking forward? Underneath that we have a simple body. That can be a triangle, it can be a rectangle, which gives you those stronger shoulders. It can be more organic, flowing shapes as well. There's no kind of hard rules here. Then underneath that we have legs. Simplest would be the triangle. You can then divide the triangle up, and if you have one in front of the other, they're suddenly walking towards us. We can have them kind of angled, pop feet in, and we suddenly have them walking along this way. Of course, there's then accompanying features. So here we might just pop in a hand and a hand, little mitt shape, little bit for the arm. We can have a kind of sleeve over here. Maybe this hand, if we imagine where it would be, is up by the ear, maybe holding a phone. These little bits are adding context. So this person could even have a big thumbs up looking at someone over here who perhaps is facing away, just stood there providing some lovely information. So their hands are kind of behind their back. And these are very simple people. This is the essence of people, but it's not really getting a likeness. Now, with a likeness, there's two ways you can go. One, spend hours with a pencil, rubbing it out, getting it absolutely spot on, then sweat as you bring in the ink and the colours. And most of the time, with a lot of effort, you'll get it really good. Or we can do the simple version, where instead of getting a perfect likeness, because it's really hard, a little millimetre here, a millimetre there, and we lose it. Instead, we get a version of the person by picking out key features. So that would be a start of perhaps finding that this person has some glasses on, popping a tiny nose. This person, popping a nose. We can just do a line for the eyes. This person, they're looking away. So we mark in their very dense hair. Here, little eye, they're angry, give them angular features. Hopefully that gives you an idea that we can easily build the level of interest. In the other videos I've shown you, if you've seen them, if not I'll pop a link below, we talk about things like hatching, boldening up some of the lines. All of these things start to add a bit more purpose to our people. Now, the other thing which is going to be really important in getting our people is to think about things like hair. And what is hair if not just another shape around the head shape that we've already drawn? So we can find often, if we're out and about, we can often find the shape of hair, of hats and things like that before we even find the shape of the head. And doing that will let you find that kind of context and get your people quickly and effectively onto the page. From this simple place, I want to show you how we might move towards picking out features to create that likeness. If you bear with me 10 seconds, I'm also going to plug my free course, which is linked down below, which looks at these same kind of simple ideas. No strings attached. Check out the link if you want to learn more, but let's jump back. So here we're going to expand a little bit. Don't go too big, it becomes very different. and more challenging. This is about small people, quick people. Here we've got an odd man leaning over a cake. And first thing we're looking at, right, what's that hair shape next to the head shape? And what are the key features? So, hair, quite easy, quite round. Keep the line light and just capture the shape of the hair. Now this odd man has a very useful feature, which is some glasses. So glasses hide a lot of the face. They tell us a lot about the person. So pop them in. If they're there, pop them in. Big nose as well, isn't he? So we can pop that idea in. And then there are things we can pick out. Ear, really simple. And then a beard is also quite a useful feature because again it just obscures a little bit of these shapes. If we want, we can pop in little eyes. They have to make you feel more friendly, but we don't actually need to. We could equally just kind of hatch over the glasses and it tells you enough. Now we've got other things. We've got the body shape. When people are in reality, their bodies don't have these beautiful proportions. We can't use rules to work it out. Instead, we have to observe. So here, I observe the arm going down here, look, just cross-check. The hand is under the ear. That tells you kind of where you need to pop the hand. Now the hand could be a mitt. Here it's neatly obscured. Over here we have another hand. We can just get the thumb and the idea of fingers. Don't overdo it, keep them light and they'll probably work. Now we've got a second figure. Again, key shapes, big triangles, funny for a human head, eh? And then little sort of nose poking out here. And then we've got a collar, which adds a lot of certainty to these shapes. Underneath here, everything's a little bit obscured. We've got a nice shape coming in here underneath the arm, which we can kind of now finish off. And just like that, we've talked through the key bits we're seeing, which help to identify what we need to do to make a likeness. It's all about these big shapes. And no, is this perfect? Absolutely not. But do we get a resemblance from here to there that is good enough for me to be happy? Well, for me, yes. Now, when we come back with our bold lines, this is where we might refine things. We might change things. We might pop in a bit more texture, a bit more hatching. Where things have worked well, make them stand out. Where things have worked less well, ignore them, don't retrace them. Maybe you find a new line, maybe you just pretend it never happened. And it will look like it never happened as long as you were nice and light at the beginning. So for me, this arm is working really well. The hand hidden under here, working very nicely. Got good darkness in here. And we can get Betty's shape. One of her little leggies in here. Everything under this arm, well, I've not quite measured it perfectly, have I? The thumb, not quite right. So instead of tracing everything too much, just obscure it a little bit with some simple lines and do things like pop in my watch, which adds a more certain, easier kind of sense of busyness. And there we go. We can add the context. This, by the way, was from my birthday. Tash made me a very lovely cappuccino mug cake. So it's coffee cake, cleverly decorated as a big cappuccino mug, which I thought, well, I said it already, I thought it was very clever. We do silly cakes for our birthdays. Long live our birthdays. Maybe Tiny bit more context would help. Little chair leg, something like that. Going to make the table cross over it. And we have a perfectly serviceable person. Taking a random photo now of different people, we can do the same thing. So here they're smaller. I don't want to zoom in too much on them. They're just random people on a street. Let's take this chap facing away from us. What's the shape of his hair? He's got prominent ears here. He's got quite a ridgy kind of coat on, so we can get those textures. His arm comes back here. You can only really see his hand as a mitt. His other hand coming out to the side. And this is where we get those legs. One actually covered up by this cube. The other kind of coming forward and definitely finishes visible in front of that other one. Very rough at the moment, so we don't worry about that. We know that we can come back, refine what's working. Very dark hair, for example. Very strong looking shoulders, little kind of peak to them. Here, doesn't matter that the suitcase is a little bit wonky, does it? I mean, maybe it does to you, doesn't to me, doesn't affect the enjoyment I get from these ideas. Strong shadow, he's all wearing black, so strong shadow under here, but everything is quite dark. And I can just add a whole load more textures into that jacket, along the arms. And we're kind of building up, aren't we, that sense of a human. Little pavement edge gives us that context, tells us he's walking along something, not just floating. Now we could also do the same thing for these ladies, but smaller. So let's get their hair, their heads, the way they're looking, little simple shoulders down to the arms, which show that sort of movement, don't they? Here, wide coat. Don't see her legs off the edge of the photo, so I won't invent them. Here, just behind her, very different shape to the hair. Little nose in profile. Do the eyes just on that line. Arm peeking out. Got a nice bag covering up some of the complexity. The other arm comes down. And again, we only have the one leg really in view. This is very light, so what do? We just bring out the lines which are working a little bit bolder. We can add details, can't we? We can get that kind of prominent zip, little scarf underneath. Over here, I've just moved where her legs are. It's absolutely fine. Because I kept those first lines alight, we don't get the obvious idea that that's what I've done. Here, same again. We can bring the hairline all the way around now. Even give a little bit of hair to the other side. This arm comes down, curves around. And we have these ladies. The essence of. Now, we don't end here, of course. We have one more little thing to do. And that I'm going to release as a video next week. So keep your eyes peeled for part 2. We'll be drawing these ideas, adding a bit of colour as well. Now, if you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe. That way you'll see next week's video. And it helps me in some way I haven't fully understood. Leave a comment down below as well. How do these ideas help you? Or perhaps you have some other better ideas that you can share with everyone else. Either way, I'll see you in the next one.